What's up, guys? Don't mind the crazy hair. We are here. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, we just are way behind tonight, as always. But like first, so we got all that stuff figured out, and here we are. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. I see Rogue One, Randy, Rinks. Big Izzy, J Man, Rogue One. Oh man, I missed you. I'm back. I'm here. J Man, Big Izzy, RC, Hayden, RC, Nick T. What is up? Randy says it was rear, J Man, and got the replace today. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. It's been a eventful week. So here we are. Rogue One says, just bashing, yo, bro, hello, and good evening. How are you guys doing? Everyone ready for a giveaway? Right here, I gotta get up the little spinner dealio and get all you guys' name in it. So, but yeah, if you guys missed it, we're gonna be giving away these wheels. So, if you guys notice, Quake here as well. As you guys probably saw from most of you guys saw from the last video, you saw we picked up the Quake, and yeah, things are beast. Definitely appreciate all you guys joining tonight. Shout out to each and every one of you. Rogue One says, check it out, the Quake on the tabletop. Oh yeah, I even did it on the front too. But they're color matching the remotes now. So this one actually says Quake, and then it's the red, which is awesome. I love that. And yeah, the good old Quake. I actually have a battery in here right now, but yeah, the gray is awesome. Thing is awesome. I don't know why I waited, but let's see here. J-Man says, nice giveaway, and Quake looking fire. Yes, sir. James, what's up, James? Appreciate you joining. James says, just getting in. Shout out to JustBashinit. May we have a blessed RC night. Appreciate it, James. Nick says, does it handle like four-wheel drive, like I've heard? A little bit, yeah. It does get a little bit squirrely. When you watch the video, you could see that it definitely does get a little bit squirrely. Like kind of on the looser terrain, it kind of just shimmies around is what I guess you could call it. But Rogue One says, nice. 30 Max says, Rinks, if you want a ramp to send your cars off, the KCRC ramp, it's a foldable to store. It's lightweight, so you can carry it on your shoulders too. James says, shout out to the chat. Let's get them thumbs up. Appreciate you, James. You bet. Get them likes up. Brink says, I will check it out, Dirty Max. Everyone's talking to James. Rogue One says, just bash it. Where did you have the DSC level? I think I had it. I think I had it on 3, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Well, we can check real quick. Oh, never mind. I did have it on 4. I did have it on 4, so that's what I had it on. But maybe I back it down to 3. That'd be a little better. But yeah, let me know if you guys are working on anything cool tonight. We also picked up some new wheels. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. They actually don't make these anymore. These are Proline Striker wheels. Hold on one second. There we go. But yeah, they are Proline Striker wheels. They don't make those anymore. 2 of them have rims. And then he also threw in these pink rims. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, but he threw those in for free. So shout out to the 13 in chat. If you're just joining in, welcome in. Let's see here. James says, appreciate your assistance too. J-Man says, James, sup. Dirty Max RC says, Rinks, they're a little expensive, but so worth the money. The biggest he makes is a 48. But one says, 4 cool. Glad to see it works on level 4. You bet. Randy says, where are the pups at? They are upstairs currently. They are upstairs. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to use these on. Pretty sweet looking tires. I think they're made for rally. And we did pick up these Badlands as well for the sledge. These look absolutely awesome on here with those GPM extenders. Looks absolutely sweet. I'm excited to try these out, so stay tuned for that video. I believe I can run these on like the Creighton and the Kagama as well, which I might throw them on the Kagama. But yeah. J-Man says, prayers to Ty and OG lost their family members. Exactly. 100%, James. Definitely. If you guys haven't, go leave a comment on them. Just let them know you're thinking of them. And just go watch OG's video if you haven't. Just let them know you're thinking of them. You just never know in life. So make sure you guys go and just leave a nice comment. Say prayers and thinking of your family, because, yeah, that's it. It's sad. So shout out to all you guys. Randy says, yes, indeed. HRRC and more, what is up? All right, guys. We're going to give it a little bit of time yet, but unless you guys would like to get right into the giveaway, if you guys have to leave or something, we can. I just want to make sure everyone that has a chance of getting these is in here. So that's what I want to make sure. Rogue One says, did anyone take advantage of the 30% off the Axial Horizon hobby with code off-road? I did not. I did not pick up anything. But let anybody in the chat pick up anything from Axial? Mick says that's rough. That's right, J-Man, definitely. The dad, what's up, the dad? Appreciate you joining. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the 13 in chat. Appreciate all you guys joining. Yeah, I didn't really realize this from the Gorgon. So they call it, or the Gorgon, the Quake. Obviously they call it a quake, like a earthquake, obviously. And they have Richter scale as the thing, like a Richter scale. So that's kind of neat. That Arma did that. Just some of my little things I noticed. I wasn't nothing broke. I was super happy with this thing. I don't know what I was waiting for. The only thing I noticed as well is the white wall, or the white lettering on the wheels on the passenger side came off more than it did on the right side, or the driver's side, which is weird, but no big deal. Everyone's talking to HR. Shout out to the 15 in chat. If you're just joining in, welcome in to the Basher Basement on Wrenching Wednesdays. Rink says this is the longest NERC. So long as NERC I've owned stayed mint. The Quake has been sitting on the box for 2 weeks unused. Oh yeah, that's right, Rinks. Speaking of batteries, Rinks said his 5000 didn't fit. This is a hard pack 5000. If you guys can see that, this is a 50C, and it's tight once you kind of get it maneuvered in there. It's one thing I wish the Quake was. That's the only downside is the battery tray, but as you can see, it went in there. So yeah, I don't know. It kind of, batteries are pretty limited on that. So make sure if you get one of those, make sure you check the battery you're getting. Randy says, it'd be a good day to buy an SCX6. Yeah, I think they're like $800 with the coupon. J-Man says, yeah, I seen that sale. Wish I knew Kyle was in the deal. I want that truck. Everyone's talking to each other. Jim says, hey, JustBashinit, Randy, J-Man, Nick, Scariff. Nick says, looks like you lost front axles, LOL. Two-wheel drive. I love that thing. HRRC and more says, what's good, people? To make it right, I would set everybody, bless you all. Rink says, only thing I didn't like about the Quake is the wheelie bar, but it's necessary. Oh, 100%, Rinks. 100% it's necessary. It's just wheelies more than it does anything. So, Dirty Max RC says, JustBashinit, what are you working on tonight? We are currently not working on anything because I have nothing broke. So, Lyndon RC215, what's up, Lyndon? Appreciate you joining. Hope you're doing well. Jim's RC and Bike says, Rinks, Lyndon, and Dirty Max. Rinks says, soft 5,000s, no bueno. That is kind of weird because let me grab my other one. The first video I ran it on was the 5000 30C, and that one fit perfect. Everyone's talking to Lyndon. The Fred, what's up, the Fred? Appreciate you joining. Hope you're doing well. Fred says, hey, JustBashinit, was listening and buying a second Guillemot on the sale ad. You mentioned it. Nice, the Fred. Congrats on the purchase. Randy says, I'm debating between the Quake and that new Red Cat Apex. man, after owning the Quake now, I'm loving it. I would get the Quake, but I think they're two totally different trucks. So Frank says nothing broke. Try harder. LOL. well, I appreciate you guys answering in the poll. So we're gonna be getting this thing out again for another good beating. So our 30 Max says, is it just me? Does that front bumper look like an older granite front bumper, just a different color? It does, don't it? Now that you mention that, it really does. Good point, Dirty Max. J-Man says that's a good shine, but nothing broke. RC tough. Oh yeah. Lyndon RC says, hey, Hayden J-Man. HRC says Dirty Max. Bash say this Saturday. Bash says this Saturday at RC Madness. Big Izzy RC says, what's up, Lyndon? Everyone's talking to each other. Nick says random lipos on the floor. Haha. Well, I was supposed to discharge it, so that's why I had it down there with the. I just had it sitting on top of the sledge, but no, it's currently dead. So I need to storage charge that. But yes, sir. Shout out to the 18 in chat. If you're just joining in, welcome in. Appreciate you coming and hanging out as always. Rink says a lot of people picking up the Quake need to set a challenge for it. That would be well. You can enter it in this 2-wheel drive speed run challenge in the fun zone. You could do that, or just a Quake challenge itself. Rogue One says, Randy, do you have this X6? Randy says, I do not, Scarif, but it's on the bucket list. Nice. Dirty Max says, I have a Spectrum 6S ESC 2050 kV motor for my Max until I get the system I actually want in it and putting different fluid and 6S shocks for my K4 XXL. Nice. Nick says, are you still keeping waters on your ammo cans? You got ammo cans. I don't have, let me hope. It's been a minute. Let me show you. We're going to go ahead. We switched up the, here's my Hobby King flag. I switched up the actual no ammo cans anymore. We got the 4S and 6S's up here. We got the 3S's. And then these are the 2S's. Then I kind of got a random, hopefully you guys can see this random storage going on there. Some parts. Some more parts. And some tires. So actually switched up the ammo cans. Sorry, it was a little wobbly. I'm bringing you guys back. All right. Sorry about that. Missing your guys' chat. Let me plug the computer back in so I don't die. There we go. All right. So, what did I miss? Grizzly, what's up, Grizzly RC? Appreciate you joining. Hello, everyone. Having a great day running RCs. Good to hear, Grizzly. Dirty Max says HR. I'm not going to make it, but have to put my. Oh man. So sorry to hear that, Dirty Max. Urban Legend RC says, what's up, JustBashinit in chat? How are you doing this evening? I'm holding it down, fellas. The wife seems to be okay for now. Yeah, that's prayers to you, Urban. Definitely prayers to you, to OG, as well as Dirty Max. Anyone else going through tough time. Just you never know in life. Just prayers for all you guys. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. Yeah, definitely just prayers to all you guys. Everyone's talking to Urban. J-Man says, Urban, sup prayers. Best to you and your family. Rink says, good to hear. Urban's sorry for your loss and my fat fingers. Nick says, all right. Lyndon RC says, Lyndon RC says, Urban Legend RC, good to hear that, bro. Definitely, everyone's saying prayers to everyone. For sure, guys. For sure. Appreciate you guys being here. Prayers to all, says Rogue One. All right, guys. I think, what do you guys think? Should we start up this giveaway? Let's get my phone out. Let me get this random drawing thing up once. Random circle spinner. Let's go with that. All right. So, okay. So I just went to Wheel of Names. That's what we're doing here. So just so you guys can see. Big Izzy says, "What's up, Urban?" Obi says, "Just bashing it. Good to see you, buddy. You guys as well. You as well, Obi. Appreciate all you guys. Shout out to the 18 in chat. You guys are awesome. Coming every Wednesday. Turtle RC, what's up, Turtle? Appreciate you joining." The Fred says, "Sup, Ty, Lyndon, Randy, Rinks, J-Man, Hayden. Excuse me. Rogue One, Jim's RC, HR RC, and more. Nick T, Dirty Max, Big Izzy, the Dad, James, Big Izzy RC, OB, and Rughead. Everyone's talking to Turtle. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Rogue One says, "The Fred, what is your take on the Guillemot?" I was checking them out. Oh, I don't know if you guys caught it, but Traxxas prices are going up again. Almost every car is $30 increase. The UDR and the Sledge are $800 now. So that's, man, it's going to be tough. I don't know how people are going to be able to buy new RC cars. I know that's it for me. This is probably my last new RC car for a while, unless it's a different brand that's not as expensive, because some of these RC cars are just hard. It's hard. All right, Urban Legend RC says, "Horizon Hobby has a 30% off sale." Yes, sir, Urban. 30% off the Axials, I believe. I think it's Axials, or maybe I'm wrong. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Appreciate you joining. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to the 20 in the chat. OB says, "Ty, Lyndon, how are you guys doing?" Speed Demon RC, what's up, Speed? Speed Demon says, "Just bashing it. What's up, bro? Stopping through to show the Basher Basement some love." I appreciate that, Speed. Jim's RC and Bike says, "Sup, Daniel?" Daniel says, "I have a Arma Creighton 6S BLX arriving Saturday. I'm stoked." Nice, Daniel. Congrats on the purchase. Nick says, "Traxxas annual increase." Yeah, it sucks that Traxxas is going up again. Honestly, it's not good. There's got to be a point where people stop buying these new RC cars because the prices are just insane. I don't know. You never know. J-Man says, "I knew it. LOL, stupid. I'm done with Traxxas and Arma till prices go down. Glad I'm into crawlers right now. That Coyote I want." I hear you, J-Man. I hear you. Nick says, "Speed Demon." Rogue One says, "Daniel." Dirty Max says, "The X-Max and XRT Ultimate are at $1,600 now. That's crazy." Yes, Dirty Max. Great point. Great point. That's just insane. The Fred Barron says, "Thoughts and prayers and condolences to Ty and family, OG and Dirty Max for the losses, and everyone else dealing with loss and health issues." 100%. That's a great thoughts and prayers to everyone. You just never know, man. They can't take life for granted, So just make sure you tell your loved ones you love them. Obi says, "Just passionate. Just got my Quake this evening. Can I wait to run it tomorrow? How do you? Can I wait to run it tomorrow? How do you like yours?" Awesome, Obi. That's awesome. I love mine. I love it. I went into the hobby store the other day, not planning on picking this thing up, and just looked at me and was like, "Yeah, I suppose I'll buy it." But no, we got it. I love it. So far, first run, I'm blown away. I don't know why I waited so long. Dirty Max RC says, "And regular X-Max is $1,200. Yep. Daniel says, "I know you have a Creighton 6S too. Is it good?" I can sure grab that, Daniel, but I like mine a lot. I would recommend one thing. Let me go grab it real quick. All right. So one thing I recommend before you even drive this thing, I know it sucks to have to buy something right away, but I bent this chassis, and I should have put this M2C Racing chassis brace on it first. Shoot, I want to say it's like $30 or so. I definitely recommend putting that on if you're going to send it hard. That's my recommendations to you. But no, congrats on the purchase. Sorry guys, I am way behind on comments. Shout out to the 19 in chat. Rogue One says, Daniel, great buy on the Creighton. Hayden RC says, what color you get, OB? OB says, what size battery you run in your Quake, JustBashinit, and others? So the one I ran for the first run was the 5000 30C, and then I have a brand new one in there right now. This is the battery tray is a little bit tricky. This is a 5000 50C. And then also, one second. I'm going to be running these Turnigy Rapid 5.0s in there. These ones are actually a little bit skinnier, so these should fit perfectly. That's probably what I'm going to run in there as well. All right, I need to catch up on chat. Lyndon RC says, that's crazy. Traxxas, yeah, it is crazy. It sucks. Ring says, strip the servo horn on my SC10B7 and smoke the tires off at the opening day of the track. Mission accomplished. Rink says Traxxas can play. Yeah, I said it. Urban Legend RC says, Bashin, you have to get the new X-Max. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get the body, if anything, if I do get it. I do like the Chevy body. It's pretty sweet. Dirty Max says, even the Max is at 600. It used to be 5. Yep, you are right, Dirty Max. Nick says, everyone at Traxxas and are sniffing white out. Turtle RC says, I got my X-Max Ultimate, $1,200. Nice. Speed Demon RC says, Quake for the win. Urban Legend RC, LOL, you guys give me a good laugh every time. J-Man says, yeah, Dirty Max, Arma, and Traxxas were both 570 or 569. Now the Max went up. Rogue One's JustBashinit right on the beast. Creighton V6 6S. Yeah. Urban says, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. We appreciate you, Urban. Nick, Dirty Max RC says, I got that chassis skid for it before I even ran mine. Just got that chassis skid. Just get that chassis skid. It will save your chassis. 100%, Dirty Max. Jim says, JustBashinit is fast. Ring says, the Spectrum 5000 soft case do not fit. Yeah, remember that. 5000 soft case does not fit. Randy says, we love you, Ty. Daniel says, I think I should be fine without the M2C. I barely jump and bash hard. I'm more of a normal driver. Well, then you should be okay. But if you're going to go ahead and bash it, definitely get that brace. The Fred says, Rogue, I haven't run the Guillemon yet, but Helamon, sorry, my bad. I think that's how you say it. But put some custom tires and brass wheels, V-locks on the green one. Just wanted another while to sail for friends and family. I have 2 or more surface vehicles. Dirty Max says Traxxas does have some sales, but nothing I want right now. OB says, found out if you take the little cover off the chassis and run the wires back up, you can fit a 6500 120C Ovonic like a glove. Putting the wires back through the chassis really gives you an extra space. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, OB. There's a lot of people. Let's see if I can get this body off. There's a lot of people doing that. I do remember. What the heck? I do remember seeing that. Oh, there it goes. That's a little tough. Did I break it? No, I didn't break it. Yeah, a lot of people were taking this cover off, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, and pulling the wires out a little more. Put that back on. There we go. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do this giveaway before it gets too long. Let's see here. How am I going to do this? J-Man says, yeah, I think Axel and Red Cat, the way to go for crawlers. The FMS are cheaper but hard to get parts for. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to start the giveaway for these Desert Claw Mojave wheels. I believe you could really put these on the Typhon if you have a Typhon as well. I think you could. But I think we'll go ahead and start up the giveaway. how am I gonna do this? If you would like to get entered in the giveaway, we'll have to do. Let's see. Put a 1 in chat, and then I'll go ahead and write or type your thing in here, and that's how we'll do it. If that works for you guys. Dirty Max RC says, just bashing this. Let us know how those rapids fit in the Quake. I might order some of those for it when I get it. All right, I will do that right away. Okay, let's go ahead and erase all these random names in here. Okay, guys, we got Hayden RC. We got Nick T. We got Lyndon RC 215. Jim's RC. Randy. Matthew Sr., what's up, Matthew? Appreciate you joining. Okay, I got Hayden, Nick, Lyndon, Jim's, and Randy. If anybody would like to join in on the giveaway, put a 1 in the chat. We're going to be doing the giveaway on these. You can put these on the Typhon if you really, really want to, but they're made for the Mojave Grom. So I just used them. All I did was use them once in the grass. So I'll have them cleaned up nice for you when you get them. So the dad. Appreciate you guys joining. Shout out to the 21 in chat. Let's see here. J-Man has a 1 in chat. We'll go J-Man. Oh, 1 if I win, you can send to Lyndon. Or should I just pass on the giveaway? I don't have the Groms. No, that's fine. If that's what you would like to do, we sure can. Big Izzy RC. Rinks. OB. Okay. OB says swap the tires from the WAV to the Red Cat Valkyrie. Work like a charm. Nice, OB. That works. Okay, let's see if I missed anybody. Shout out to the 22 in chat. Jim's RC and Bike says, you need a Mojave Grom. Big Izzy RC says, I'll put them on X12S. You sure can. I believe they'll work on there too. So, but I'm not going to use them, so we'll give them away. I think it's the Grom. Are the Groms a 12? I don't remember. Whatever the Grom 12. Yeah, that's what I thought. 12 millimeter hex, Randy. Thank you, Randy. Thank you. Turismo, what's up, Turismo? Good evening, everyone in the chat. Appreciate you joining. The dad says my Groms are on the all on-road bashers now. LOL. Urban Legend RC. What is up, Mike? Appreciate you joining. Turtle RC. Oh, look good. Look good on my X12 after rebuild. Carson, what's up, Carson? Appreciate you joining. So this giveaway is only for all the people that have been in here a while. So shout out to the 24 in the chat. Urban says, I'm in. Yes, sir. Yes, 12 millimeter. Daniel says, I used to like Traxxas, but with them increased prices like that, it sucks. So the last giveaway I did, I gave it away to someone, and I only ever saw him one time. And that, for the people that come in here every single time, this is for you guys. So, but happy birthday, Mike. Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Jim says, I ran my Typhon Grom in the lake, and it made it through. Nice. Ring says, I have every Nitro Traxxas makes. I don't need them anymore. Nitro prices went up as well. Happy birthday, Mike. Okay, Turismo says, what's up, Hayden RC, the Fred, Scarif, Urban Legend. J-Man says, happy B-Day, Mike. Randy says, all of our Groms have been completely submerged at one point, Jim. Obi says, good looking out, just bashing it. Well, the way the last giveaway went, I just want to make sure people that are in here almost every single time. That's who this is for. So I appreciate everyone that comes and joins. Just keep that in mind when you join. There could be a time where I do giveaways like this. So I definitely appreciate all the support and all you guys. Shout out to the 26 in chat. If you're just joining, we're about to drop this giveaway. I think we got everyone. All right, we got Hayden RC, Nick T, Lyndon RC 215, Jim's RC, Randy, J-Man, Big Izzy, Rinks, OB, and Urban Legend RC. Does that sound? I think I got everyone. Oh, sorry, Turtle. Turtle RC. My bad, Turtle. I got you. There's everyone's name. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, James. Sorry, James. And James. All right. Here we go. Let's go here. Everyone ready for this? So I just have to tap it. Okay, hopefully this works. Drum roll, please. All right. Thumbs up to the winner. Everyone ready? Hopefully, I don't know if hopefully you guys can see that. My camera isn't really focusing, but here we go. Ready? Lyndon RC 215. Lyndon won them. Congrats, Lyndon. You won the Mojave Grom tires. Let's go. Congrats, Lyndon. There you guys see it there. Lyndon RC 215. I appreciate all you guys enter. His ring says it's rigged. No, I promise it ain't rigged. I promise. I used the wheel of names the last time. Congrats, Lyndon. Lyndon is the man. Everyone's saying congrats. No, Lyndon RC 215 is the winner of the Mojave Grom tires. Shout out to the 28 in chat. If you guys are just joining in, welcome in. We're going to leave that set there so you guys can see it. Let's go. Thanks, JustBashinit. Yes, sir. Lyndon, you are the winner. Lyndon RC, I will get a hold of you and we'll get that all figured out. I will message you after we are done here. James says, congrats. Everyone's saying congrats to Lyndon. Yes, congrats to Lyndon on winning the Mojave Grom tires. But I do need to clean these things up for you before I send them out. So, congrats to Lyndon. Appreciate all you guys as always. I promise. I try to do giveaways as often as I can to try and support or give stuff back to you for all the support you guys give me. So I just appreciate each and every one of you guys. So it's just make sure we'll have more giveaways. Maybe not as often, but when I can, I will make sure to do it. So I just appreciate each and every one of you. So congrats to Lyndon RC. Appreciate you guys. Everyone's saying good win. Lyndon. J-Man says now he can put it on his Mojave Grom. Yes, he sure does. Lyndon has the blue, white, red, or red, white, and blue one. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the 24 in chat. Appreciate you guys as always. Anyone find any Prime deals? No, I didn't find anyone find any Prime deals? Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. You bet, Lyndon. Appreciate you. Rink says, wheels coming in hot. Yeah, you bet. All right. So I know I had a question. I think Dirty Max asked it if the Rapid 5.0s would fit in the Quake. So let's find out. Oh man, appreciate you guys. Shout out to the 24 in chat. If you're new, or if you're just watching, don't be afraid to comment. I'm going to mention that. This is RC family here, and no question or comment is dumb. Just ask your questions if you got any. Daniel with the 5. Someone dropped Daniel's Daniel's link in the chat. Thank you, Daniel. You don't have to do that. Shout out to Daniel. Oh man, Dwayne, what's up, Dwayne? Nick says I spent enough this week. I stayed up. Amazon. JWRC, what's up, JWRC? Appreciate you joining. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Shout out to Daniel. Thank you, J-Man. Check out Daniel's channel. Daniel just picked up a Creighton 6S, so congrats on that purchase. Turtle says, thank you, Bashinit, for doing a giveaway. Well, thank you, Turtle, and everyone else for watching. I mean, you guys make it possible for me to do giveaways like this on, say, tires, or like when I gave away that Rustler. I should have done that a little bit different because all of you guys that are in here all the time, I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you, and that's who I'd like to give the giveaways to go to. That's just the way I'd like to do it. Rink says eBay's shop prices are not right lately. JWRC says I got a good deal on a power switch today on Amazon. Nice. Rink says watching a used set of wheels and tires, it's that bad. Hot Wheels, what's up, Hot Wheels? Appreciate you joining. Obi says totally forgot about Prime deals. Anything good out there? Dwayne says living day by day. Well, I appreciate you joining, Dwayne. Hopefully you're doing all right, as well as everyone else. Everyone's talking to Hot Wheels. JW, as Rinks would say, sup, nerds. Randy says, Dwayne. Hayden RC says, yeah, thanks, Bashinit. Appreciate it, Hayden. What's up, chat? Says Hot Wheels. J-Man says 20% off, I think. Tie Prime for Injora. Obi says, just Bashinit, how do you like the clipless body for the Quake? Well, so right now I'm having issues with it. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, there it went. But I like it. It's kind of like the Fury. Fury or I think the Vortex is the same. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's pretty simple. But I'm loving the Quake. Shout out to the 24 in chat. Everyone's talking to each other. OB says, Dwayne, how you been? All right, this one's for. We can shove these through there a little bit better. So if anybody's wondering, we're going to be testing out the Rapid 5.0. And if you have one of these Quakes, I'm not going to plug it in. Well, actually, maybe I am. See if this fits in there nicely. Once you run the wires, okay. The wires are the biggest issue with this, putting the batteries in there. But Turtle says, anyone in the Vendetta Speedrun Challenge, everyone in the Vendetta Speedrun Challenge, watch out. Just got one for $150. Nice, Turtle. Obi says, not sure how I like it either. Dwayne says, just dealing with life. Just got home from work. Dog tired. Well, I appreciate you coming and hanging out for a while, Dwayne. Definitely appreciate it. Let's try this again. Maybe I do need to connect it because once you get it in there right, it isn't such a big deal. But you almost have to put the, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you almost have to put the battery in the tray first. So right now, it's probably looking like it's complicated to do this, but just like that. And it's actually not clipped on this side, but they fit. They fit all right. All right, what I missed? Dwayne says, yeah, man, the 2 to 3S putting the battery in takes a minute. Yeah, you're not wrong. The Fury's a little bit. Let me grab it. Actually, the Fury is the same dealio. This has the old ARMA system in it. It's the same dealio with the compartment. Oh, this one's dirty. I didn't clean this after I was done driving it. Oh, I got to show you guys something I saw today. I'm not sure I like it either. Says OB. OB says, does that body stay on pretty good when you're bashing it, the Quake? Haven't had a chance to run mine. Yeah, the body stays on great, OB. Haven't had any issues with it. Flyboys 305, what's up, Fly? Appreciate you joining. Says, good evening, fellas. J-Man says, imagine the price on the new X-Max bodies. Be $5 that's crazy. That's a new RC, well, small one. You're 100% right, J-Man. The prices are crazy. Nick says, are the Quake tires foam filled? No, I don't believe they are. Why can I not get that back in there? No, I don't believe they are. Actually, I think they are. Yeah, there's foam in there. They are foam filled. Yeah, they're definitely foam filled. The Fred says, hang in there, Dwayne. We all feel and pray for you. 100%, the Fred. Urban says, Dwayne, I will continue to keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Definitely, Dwayne. Prayers to everyone that's going through a tough time. I mean, prayers to all you guys. Thinking and praying for all of you. 30 Max says, OMG, don't even get me started on a new build idea. My marketplace scrolling in front of lists saying Nitro Notorious, and I actually kind of dig it. No kidding. J-Man says, Dwayne, prayers. Rogue One says, how is it going, Flyboys? Flyboy says, chilling at work. Urban says, I had an Arma diff binding up on me. I added the shims to the ring outside, and that fixed it. Nice, Urban. Yeah, the Arma diffs can be kind of a pain. Speed Demon RC says, can't go wrong with the Arma 2-wheel drive Fury 2 to 3S or the Quake 2 to 3S. So that was kind of one of my ideas as well. I'd like to hear your guys' feedback. Should I do a 2-wheel drive Fury versus 2-wheel drive Quake video? Or I don't know. They're two totally different trucks, so you can't really compare the two. But, I mean, this one has the 3200 kV motor in there, where this one is a 4000 kV. So if that's something you guys would like to see, definitely let me know. Appreciate all your guys' feedback as always. Urban, what car, says Nick. Urban says Typhon 3S. Dirty Max RC says Ty, in which Arma? Yeah, overall, if you guys are debating picking up a Quake, I love it. I really love it. You guys saw the video, jumping that thing how far, and I had no issues at all. I didn't have a single issue with it, and I was being pretty hard on it, I think. But we're definitely gonna get it out again for. We'll send her even more. Nick says I've never shimmed a 3S diff. J-Man says Quake, the one I like out of those two, 100%, J-Man. 30 Max says I've never had to shim any 3S or 4S diffs before. Turismo says all the best to you, Dwayne. 100%, Turismo. But yeah, other than that, I don't know if you guys, I was showing these earlier, but they don't, Proline doesn't make these anymore. These are Proline striker wheels. So there's actually no foam in these, which is kind of crazy, but there's a tread pattern. I think these might work good on the oval, to be honest with you, which I might actually put them on the rally car. So, I don't know. We'll see. Carson, what's up, Carson? Carson says, hi. Appreciate you joining, Carson. Hayden RC says, boom my diff again on my Granite Grom. Oh, no, Hayden. Urban Legend RC says, LOL, check under the bearings. You will see the shims. LOL, mine was just a parts build. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You built up that Typhon. That looks pretty darn sweet. Okay. I need to get this thing out again as well. The old Creighton. Let me know in the chat if what you guys are working on anything cool tonight, wrench on anything, or what's your next plan of purchase. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, plan of purchase. Let me show you some pictures I saw today. So Sen Racing has apparently come out. They're calling this the Reaper Short Course. Saw this on Facebook today. Let me know what you guys think of that. There's one. And then you can see the blue one next to it. That's a Ford Ranger. Looks pretty sweet. I'm excited to see what the prices are going to be on those. They're calling this one the MSRT Ford Ranger, whatever that means, MSRT. So let's see here. Nick says, or J-Man says, yeah, I was watching about the Coyote and their shims in that. Nick says, I was going to swap Grom chassis on the Granite. Hayden RC says, which I could help you, OB. Wish I could help you, OB, but have no idea. What I missed? Oh, sorry, OB, I missed your comment. OB says, I know this is being lazy, but how do you change the dynamic steering control on the Quake? I could easily look it up in the manual, but I'm begging you guys could tell me with the Quake. Betting you guys could tell me with the Quake easier. The DSC, are you talking about, OB? Speed Demon says, can't wait until they release that Sen Racing SC10. 100% Speed. Are you talking about on the remote, OB? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Or Lyndon RC says, not working on anything, but charging some lipos for some RC fun tomorrow. Nice, Lyndon. 30 Max RC says, took my K6 out yesterday and still having diff issues in the front. I'm going to swap out the diffs and try the V5 diffs out of my Notorious and see how those work. That might be a good thing to try, Dirty Max. That's so confusing that you're having issues with the diff. But no, if you're wondering about the DSC levels on the remote, so you just turn the wheel. This is the one that has the orange. This is any remote that has the orange. So you turn the wheel, press the button. There, you heard it beep 4 times. That means it's in 4. There, the fourth mode. There's 4 modes. Then you click it again. 1 beep. 2. And there's 3. And then you can let go. And whatever, you can let go of turning whichever mode you want it in. But that's how you do that, if that was your question. J-Man RC says, congrats, Lyndon. Shout out to the 25 in chat. If you're just joining in, welcome in. Or if you're new, don't be afraid to leave a comment and let us know what you got for RCs or any questions. Definitely appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out. Urban Legend RC says, nice, Lyndon. What are you running tomorrow? Yeah, no, that Sen short course is going to be pretty sweet. I believe one thing I need to fix on this Creighton, if you guys remember correctly, the center diff as well was leaking. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's still got stuff all on the inside of it. Well, not all, but you can, I don't know if you can see that, but there's still oil. So I should probably check this center diff before I even get it out again. So that's one thing I need to get is the aluminum housing for that. Randy says, the Danger Ranger. OB says, yep. All good. I'm glad. Hopefully that helped, OB. Dirty Max says, I have narrowed it down to my front diff as of right now, but I'm still having issues. I'm going to tear in the center diff to see if there's anything wrong with that. Lyndon RC says, Relarlo XTS F10 rally car in my NASCAR Grom. Nice, Lyndon. Anybody else getting some RCs out tomorrow? What is it tomorrow? Thursday already? Jeepers. Whew, time is flying by, hasn't it? As well, Daniel, if you're still here as well, I would recommend chassis braces. And anyone else that has a Creighton 6S as well. I put those in right away. Or I put those in as soon as I did the rear brace, which I love. And then I did actually break this center mount here too. You guys can see that. M2C1 beefy as heck. Anything M2C is beefy, so. Rogue One says, JustBashinit, can you do how to on the Creighton diffs video? Like how to shim them or how to take them out, Rogue One. I definitely can do that. The Fred says, just got the FMS 1/18 brushless LC80 in some brass bead locks and swamp claws. Nice, the Fred. 30 Max says, my center diff isn't leaking on my K6. I should have the metal diff case for the center diff. Yeah, I definitely need to get that, or should get that is what you said. I need to get that as well, 30 Max. Nick says, just my full-scale forklift RC at work, LOL. Or haha. Nice. J-Man says, Creighton looks sick. Appreciate that, J-Man. Speed Demon RC says, Mojave 4S going to the dirt track tomorrow. Nice, Speed. That'll be a good one. OB says that it was, Bastion. Thanks, buddy. No problem, OB. You guys got any questions, don't be afraid to let me know because I'll try and help the best I can. JWRC says, trying to get my nitro race buggy going for Saturday. Nice. It's always fun racing. It's different. Bashing and racing are two totally different things, and it's fun to do them both. J-Man's, what did I miss? 30 Max says, I'm going to get some out tomorrow for a bit. It's going to rain all week for me. J-Man says, EXP1 is pricey. $1,200 down here. Which EXP? The Creighton? Rogue One says, how to do the maintenance? I sure can. I can do, honestly, only one that I could take apart is the Mojave to check out the diffs in that. But I can definitely do that, Rogue One. Matthew Sr. says, y'all fellas be cool. Appreciate you, Matthew. If you are leaving, appreciate you joining. Have a great night. J-Man says 6S that is. 6S EXP Creighton is $1,200. Seriously? Holy moly. Nick says I ordered the MTC skid plate for the K6, so I opted for a stock replacement chassis to see how it does. Plus, it's only like $40 on Jenny's. Definitely a good idea, Nick, because when I was looking at when I broke my chassis, I was looking at getting an M2C chassis or this brace, and it was cheaper to do the brace and keep the stock chassis, which I actually bent it out pretty good. But definitely a good point, Nick. Rogue One says, Bastion, whatever you have, whatever you have time for that, just asking. Well, I appreciate that, Rogue One. I appreciate your guys' feedback or anything you guys want to see. Definitely let me know. Like Rogue One did there. I'll definitely try and do it, Rogue One. OB says, a really good friend of mine is sending me a ZD Racing RX-12 rally car in the next few days. Anybody have any experience with them? Do the rally cars for sure. I do not, but if anybody in chat has any experience with the ZD Racing, let OB know. Oh, I got you. That's crazy, J-Man. I think he's in Canada. Okay. Appreciate that, Dirty Max. That's right. I got you. Yeah, Canada. Okay. I remember that now. My bad. I have such a hard time remembering everything. That's my bad, J-Man. Nick says, mine bent in 2 spots and twisted. Holy moly, Nick. Yeah, there probably ain't no saving that one. Randy says, that's going to be awesome, OB. Rink says the eBay prices can't be in American dollars. Geez Louise. Rogue One says, just pass it. Thumbs up. OB says, Randy, looking forward to it for sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Is that aren't they like a red and blue one? Shout out to the 19 of you guys in chat. Congrats again to Lyndon for winning these tires. As I said, I'll message him after the live. We'll get those babies sent out to him to see what he thinks of them. Randy, looking forward to for sure. But yeah, the Creighton, I need to get that thing out again. I know a couple people want to see the Creighton versus the Kagama, so we'll do that, and then we gotta get the Quake round 2 out as well. So stay tuned for that one. That'll probably be the next video, I think. But Randy says it has like 7 to 11. It has like 7-11 logos. Pretty awesome. I think I know what you're talking about. 30 Max RC says, I'm about ready to get my Spectrum 6S system in the Max. OB says, would like to see a video swapping out the diffs in the Mojave Grom. I can do that as well. Oh, Nick, I know. I just read your comment first. An infraction on the oval. I know, Nick. I need to do that again. I actually just bladed the oval, so it might be a good time. Dirty Max says, I'm going to take my Max K4X XL and the K6 out tomorrow. Nice. Lyndon RC says, yes, sir. I'll do a video testing them tires out. Heck yeah. Lyndon, I'll be excited to see that. I'll be excited to see that for sure. I'm just pulling your leg, bro. I know, Nick. I know you, and that's my fault. I know you've requested that video for a while now. That's my bad. But it's just I get something like this and I want to make a video on it, but then I just forget about it. But you always remind me, so I appreciate it. Urban says, I can't wait for this GoPro to come in to get some videos done. Heck yeah, Urban. That's awesome that you're getting a new GoPro. That's really awesome. Shout out to GoPro. Randy says, which one did you get, Ty? Dirty Max RC says, I hope. Excuse me, guys. Dirty Max, I hope I don't have any diff issues. My K6, I really miss running this thing. Yeah, K6 is a beast. You guys ever seen a hex like this? This is an RPM wheel. I don't even know what that is. Look at that thing. It's like a star. Oh, yeah. Urban says, upgraded from a Hero 10 to a Hero 12. Heck yeah. Nick says, are the newer GoPros that problematic? I have the Hero 8. And I haven't had any issues with mine. Turtle RC says, got to get to work. Got to get to work. Stay safe, y'all. I appreciate you joining, Turtle. You as well. Stay safe. Have a great night. I appreciate you. Urban Legend RC says, the 10 is trash, in my opinion. Randy says, sweet, I got the 11. So far, so good. Good to hear. Nick says, is that an old Team Associated rim to fit one? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's an RPM. These are RPM wheels, I believe. But like I've never seen a hex like that before. I don't know. GoPro. Oh, wait a minute. Randy says I have a 7 that needs batteries. Urban says GoPro subscription. It costs $107.99 with the subscription. Pretty good deal on the GoPro. Can't go wrong with that. Cannot go wrong with that. Let me pull up live real quick. Pull up. Whoop, my bad. Let's go. 23 likes. Appreciate you guys. Rinks says, let me see the hex on the RPM wheel again. You got it, Rinks. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know. It's like a star. I don't know. Oh, man, this sledge is a heavy beast. We also picked up these Badlands, so I want to do a video on these as well. Badland MX-38s. They are. I don't think these are belted, but they look pretty sweet on the sledge. What in the chastity hex is that? Yeah, I'm telling you. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know. They're both like that. J-Man says 25 on my end. Yes, sir. Rink says that's for an RC10 or XX low C that used pins, not hexes. Really? That's crazy. Interesting looking wheels. Nick says almost looks like you screw on the hex like a Pro line. It kind of, well, there's no holes for it, but otherwise that would work. Randy says, Rinks, I found a Savage 0.21 used in my area. Needs a new Pulsar. What would you say a fair offer would be? Urban Legend RC says, the wife said hello, everyone. Well, hello. What did I miss? Oh, my heck. Hello, everyone hear me? Oh, my bad. I don't know what's happening there. My computer just stinking. I don't know. This computer is getting old. Okay, what did I miss? Rank says, Randy, that's hard to say. I would have to see it. J-Man says, Sledge looks cool with the Creighton 6S better. Yeah, I should really try these tires on the Creighton. Randy says, it looks to be in good shape, but obviously I don't know if the motor is good. The dad says, hi, Mrs. Urban Legend. Speed Demon RC says, tell the wife we said hello and the family is in our prayers. Definitely prayers to you guys. Thoughts and prayers, and my thoughts and prayers as well as everyone else in the chat. That's what this RC family is all about, and we definitely have you guys in our prayers. So Nick says, hello, wife. Hi, Mrs. Urban, says Randy. Appreciate you guys watching. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Rank says, a used Savage, I would pay 100 to 150, but it's super clean. 21 in great shape would be worth 200. The bodies go for big bucks. J-Man says, I think the only tracks I get over the Arma is the X-Max and the Max. The rest I get Arma. The Fred says, excuse me. Hey, Mrs. Ty, condolences, thoughts, and prayers to you and your family. 100%, the Fred. Randy says, it looks like the ones you got, Rinks, body looks excellent. Gooniac, what is up, Gooniac? Appreciate you joining. Gooniac says, what's up, just bashing it, and howdy to the chat. Rink says, whatever you buy, use nitro, price it on the engine is shot. Good thing about 21 is just about any big block fits. Turismo says, Gooniac, what's good? Shout out to the 22 in chat. I appreciate you guys. Everyone's talking to Gooniac. I want to try these tires on the Kagama. That's why I'm taking these off. Oh. It's been a minute since I've driven this thing. Let's see here. Randy says he's got it bundled with the other nitros. I'll ask if he'd separate it. Gooniac says, on the phone, so hard to shout out everyone. No worries. Gooniac. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. He's saying hello to everyone. The dad. Fist bump. Urban says, you guys just make her smile. I love it. You guys rock. That's awesome, Urban. Well, we appreciate you. I know we all appreciate you, Urban, for everything you do for all the RC community and everyone in general. So definitely appreciate you. Rink says HPI Savage 21 is the OG. If you don't have one, you should a really nice monster truck. 30 Max says, man, I haven't had my sledge out in a long time. Did you have those Badlands on the sledge in your last video? Your last sledge video? I did not, Dirty Max. I just got these on Sunday. So, but I definitely plan on trying them on there. Nick says, man, I ordered Kagama parts to try on the Morocco from Jenny's, and I didn't realize some of the parts I need are sold in their other sets on there. Oh, man, that's the worst when you order something and you realize it's the wrong thing. Shout out to the 25 in chat. Rogue One says, just bashing what tires are you putting on the Kagama? I'm going to try these, see what they look like on there, these Pro Line Badlands. Compared to the stock wheel, they're a little bit wider, but overall height, they're pretty identical, but these are pretty wide tires. I just want to see what it looks like, to be honest with you guys. If I can get it on here. Well, what the heck? It's got to be smarter than the wheel, apparently. J-Man says, after Traxxas raises their prices, Arma be under Traxxas will be stupid high, LOL. No way I'm getting another one of those crawlers. Yeah, the crawlers are insane. Randy says, I wanted a Savage since I've started watching. OG. J-Man says, Team Corrali, how are their prices like compared to the others? I know that new Shiroi is pretty expensive. That's why I haven't pre-ordered, or that's why I didn't order one. The price of that Shiroi is pretty. Even the roller, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to justify spending $700 on something when you could just buy something else used maybe, or put that money towards parts or something. I don't know if you guys understand that. Randy says we'll have to call tonight. God bless each of you. Well, appreciate you, Randy. God bless you as well. Stay safe and have a great night. Mike Bird, what's up, Mike? Says JustBashinit and everyone. Appreciate you joining, Mike. Rink says I bought one Savage and now I have 4. They're everywhere, but a clean 21. You got something there. If you can work a deal. Urban says I saw an Exceed Nitro and the chassis looks like a Savage, or is it just me? Everyone's talking to each other. Rogue One says, is the Badlands MX 38? Yes. They're the MX 38's HP, high profile ones. Everyone's talking to each other. Howdy, Mike, says Guniac. I still want to try an Asuga. Yeah, the Asuga looks awesome. I really want that Troy, man. Everyone's talking to each other. Guniac says, no stream for me tonight, but glad to get on here for a bit. Well, I saw your post, Guniac. I was busy working. Otherwise, I would have commented, but I just quick saw it. But yeah, no, appreciate you coming and hanging out. Everyone's talking to Guniac. See you, Randy. Fred, what's up? Later, Randy. Everyone's talking to each other. Shout out to the 25 of you still in chat. We're about been live for an hour and 7 minutes, so we'll be live for a little bit yet, and then we'll call her a night. Ooh, I like it. One thing about this Kagama, I don't know if you guys, for those of you that have a Kagama out there, do you guys notice that the wheelie bar from Team Corrali for this thing is $40? I think that's absolutely insane. Like, that's nuts. J-Man says, yeah, a guy down here, when I got my X-Max, was going to buy it, and he wanted $800, and he had upgraded chassis brace and other stuff. Man, the guy had his garage full, hanging on the wall, all big scale. 2 was cool. Nice, J-Man. $800 for a Creighton 8S. Oof. That's a pretty good. I mean, I don't know. That ain't bad. Mike Bird says, take care, Randy. You bet. Rogue One says, Bashinit. Yes, agree. That's why I didn't get it. 100% Rogue. As cool as it looks, it's not. I mean, I could probably live without it. I mean, how as cool as it would be to have some of those RCs that they make, it's just not right. The price is just too much, man. $720. Well, I think there's like a coupon that's probably like, I don't know. I think it's like $680 or $690 or something like that. But still, man, that's Troy. It looks so good. It's so hard, but definitely gonna save my money and probably just be buying parts lately. Let me know what you guys think. You guys gonna be buying any new RCs? If you guys didn't hear me the last, or I think I said it towards the beginning, but Traxxas is raising up their prices like $30 a car. You guys think that's gonna happen to everything else now, or what do you guys think? Damon says back. Then the Creighton was $1,200 here in Canada, now $1,500. Oh my gosh, I think. Wow. Next says I sold my Outcast 8S and saw it relisted on Marketplace. I'm still tempted to get it back. Well, if the price is right, pick that thing up, Nick. Hayden RC says, well, I think I'm going to leave. See you, chat, and just passionate prayers for Urban, Dirty, OG, and Dwayne. Good night, everyone, and God bless. We appreciate you, Hayden. You as well. Have a great night. Dirty Max RC says, Where is it, Nick? I'll go buy it. Nick says, I think Traxxas have drug problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just saw that they're going to increase. I don't remember. I think it was the 10th. I think Friday they're going to up the prices, or if they already have on their website. I'm not sure. Rogue One says, just Bastion. I put an upgrade servo on my Kagama, the SC5245 digital. Nice. Yeah, I don't think the servo's too bad, but I just think this thing is absolutely wild. Like, it doesn't, if it's the programming and the ESC, it just wheelies like crazy. Like, it's nuts. So I don't know. But what do you guys think of the tires? So there's the MX. Those look pretty sweet. There's the stock ones. There's they really don't look that much bigger. Those look pretty sweet on there. It's kind of why I picked up these tires. You can use them on the sleds. Obviously the Kagama, the Creighton. Looks pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. A year ago, I think Mike Bird says, take care, Hayden. Dirty Max RC says, really? I'm in New Hampshire. That's crazy. Nick says, I want to work for Traxxas. I know I could go to work completely and they'd keep my job. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the 24. You guys still in chat. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Rogue One says, Sebastian, for sure. It looks great. Yeah, I think I might have to. I wish I had. Actually, I could. When I do a comparison of the Kagama versus the Creighton, I think I'll just switch the tires on each of them. So, yeah, they look good. I love Proline tires. If there's one thing in the RC world that I love the most is the wheels and tires. Every time you go to the hobby shop, you always go look at the wheels and tires. At least I do. I don't know what you guys go and look at, but probably the cars and stuff. But I go look at wheels. J-Man says, yeah, man, any RC company be walking around with cash fluffing out their pockets. Yeah, I'm almost scared. Like I said, I'm probably not going to buy anything new. The Quake is probably my last buy for a while. So Nick says, Dirty, we aren't too far away. Rogue One says, that'd be a cool video, just bashing it. Yeah, I'll definitely try and do it. I know I want to get the Quake out again for sure for round 2. And then I think I'm going to do the Kagama versus the Creighton video. So stay tuned for those. Nick says some wheels are pretty pricey. Yeah, they're insane. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the new wheels on the X-Max, I believe I saw the $150 for 2 wheels. That's just outrageous? Like, absolutely insane. Back to my deals. So these are the X-Max Badlands. Anybody want to guess what I paid for this set of tires that are like brand new? Take one. I'll give you a couple minutes to guess. What do you guys think? 30 Max says ESC and motor combos. I still have RCs that need them. The dad says 200. Linden RC says 215. Or Linden RC 215 says 160. You guys really want to know? I paid $70 for this set of tires for the X-Max. $70. And they're like, they still has a tread on them. Look at the center. I got these off of Facebook. $70 I paid for these. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you can go out and check deals on Facebook. That's where it's at. Like, it sucks for the hobby shops because people are gonna go to eBay and stuff, or eBay or Facebook and find deals, and then it's just tough with all the prices. It's nuts. Everyone's 100. Next says every time I take the infraction, it's like catching another $70. Nick says it's passionate now. You need the Quake Grom to complete the Quake. I know. I was thinking of that. 30 Max says Nick, is the Outcast red, and do you include a servo with it? Nick, Mike Bird says, nice. Yeah, I think the other set. No, never mind. I got those with an X Max. Yeah, $70. And I think I have so much X Max wheels, it's insane. What's one thing you guys have laying around that's in your RC collection that's more than anything? For me, RC wheels. That I have totes of wheels that I don't know why, that they just one of those things. Urban said, I miss you. Where's the Grom? I can grab it. Or you mean the Quake Grom? Is that what you're talking about? The Quake Grom? So now that I got this Quake, am I gonna have to get the orange, or the red and orange to match the mini one? The dad says definitely wheels, definitely. Yeah, see, wheels, they just keep accumulating. 30 Max says, LOL, I did see that one. I would buy it, but I just bought a whole bunch of parts for my Max to give it a refresh and some upgrades. We should meet and sometime meet up sometime and bash. G-Man says, my uncle said back when he was into RCs, they were expensive too. I think he slowed down like 5 years ago and maybe longer. He was mostly nitros. Mike Bird says the most thing he has is servos. For some reason, for me, Granite 3S rear arms, LOL. Nick says brushed combos. Urban says brushed combos. If I read that wrong, my bad. I suppose when you upgrade to brushless, then brush systems just sit there. Daniel says you need some perfect pass servo. I would if they weren't so expensive, Daniel. Grizzly RC says prayers to all. You all have a good night. Got to get up at 3 o'clock. Sounds good, Grizzly. Appreciate you joining. Prayers to everyone as well. Definitely appreciate you joining. Have a good night. Oh man, this chassis break is chassis. Max RC says, Nick, you've broken rear arms on the Granite. Dirty Max says, I've never broken a 3S arm. Daniel says, I actually have a perfect pass in my Max, and it's super fast. I've heard that perfect passes are good, but man, at the price of them, Mike Bird says, take care, Grizzly. Urban Legend RC says, I kill all wheels and rims, LOL. I always end up with 2 or 3 wheels. I suppose on the on-road and stuff is like the infraction and the felony and stuff like that. I suppose you blow out a couple tires and you have extra tires sitting. Nick says, Dirty, heck yeah, I'm a couple hours from the state line. Dirty Max says, Daniel, the one that fits the X-Max or the 1/10 one? D-Man says, LOL, I think since I've been in this hobby, it's been expensive. LOL. It is what it is, I guess. You want something bad enough, you get it going on 2 years now. I mean, the RC hobby is just so much fun, and it makes it worth it. You go out and have fun. That's what makes all this stuff worth it, in my opinion. And the community, all you guys make it so much more fun. I truly enjoy getting on here, or if it's near or the fun zone, all you guys over there as well, all of you guys, or other people's lives. I just enjoy talking to everyone, I guess you could say it, and I appreciate all you guys that support me. I really do. I was just looking at my thing the other day, and I was at 1,000 subscribers not that long ago, not that long ago, and now I'm at 1,520 something. So it's just crazy. I truly appreciate the support. Nick says Dirty on the Vortex 3S, but not my Granite. Mike Bird says Holmes Hobby, make good servos. Daniel says Dirty Max, I'm more of a 1/10 scale, but I'm getting the 1/8 scale this Saturday. Dirty Max RC says, Nick, we'll have to exchange info so we can meet up It's not a good time for me right now, but I need to get my life straightened out a little bit more first. Well, I have prayers to you as well, Dirty Max. Hopefully you get everything figured out. Just take it day by day, and you'll get it all figured out. But we've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes. I do have to go do a couple things yet. So I think I'm sorry I was late again, but I think we're going to have to call it there. I got to get all this mess cleaned up as well. Because after every live, this is what happens. Mess. But definitely shout out to Lyndon RC. We're going to get these babies sent out to him so he can try them out. I appreciate all you guys that entered, and I appreciate all you guys that watch every single night. You guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you. So, yeah, just can't say that enough. I truly appreciate all you guys. Rogue One says, great live tonight, Sebastian. Everyone have a blessed night. Definitely, everyone have a blessed night. Prayers to everyone out there. Nick says you get your steps in for your lives. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. J-Man says, thumbs up. Lyndon. Dirty Max says, I have to get my new truck up and running first, then I can even come to you. Obi says, RC hobby is therapy. Definitely. The dad says, everyone have a good night and a great rest of the week. For sure, the dad. Mike Bird says, thanks, JustBashinit. Take care, everyone. Hope you have a great week. You guys as well. But on that note, we'll go ahead and call it there. I just can't thank you guys enough. Stay tuned for the next video. It's probably going to be another video, a Quake video. And then we'll do the Kagama and the Creighton. But yeah, everyone have a great night. Stay safe. Thoughts and prayers to everyone out there. God bless everyone. And we'll see you guys in the next live. Peace out, everyone. Really appreciate it.